Alrighty, good afternoon. Happy Monday the 20th. What is today? 20th? It is the 20th. Huh. Happy Monday the 20th. Let's get a quick little warm up in. The intent today is that we have 4 parts to the day. We have 2 back tricep circuits. We have 2 shoulder bicep circuits. We have stuff in between. But I do want you guys to get a little bit warmed up, and we've done these things before. Let's do our 10 standing scissors, our 10 standing runners, our 10 Jack LaLannes, and then you're gonna do 10 regular squats round 1. You're gonna do 3 rounds of the 10 standing scissors, the 10 standing runners, the 10 Jack LaLannes. Round 1, do 10 regular squats. Round 2, do 10 wide squats. And round 3, do 10 narrow squats. We're gonna do the off the ground warm up version like this. And we're gonna do the on the ground warm up version like this. So there's 2 parts to our warm up, and we're gonna have 4 parts to our workout. So we have a lot of stuff to do. Your 10 standing scissors, dynamic lengthening. 10 standing runners, dynamic mobility. 10 Jack LaLannes, dynamic stretching. Round 1 is 10 regular squat. Round 2 is 10 wide squat. Round 3 is 10 narrow squats. So you have the 3 rounds of this warm up. Yeah, like the front. Yeah. There's 2 slickers.
Yeah.
He doesn't give me nervous.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Was that 2 years ago?
Oh, really? Okay, I just noticed stuff
This
on
is
the
there?
right in front.
They probably, when they clean the landscaping, they probably have it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. It was the weed whacker. Bing!
Oh, yeah.
No, they blamed it on me. I think I was watching. I was like watching, like, it wasn't us. I'm like, but I was watching you. Like, no, it wasn't us. Okay. Alright. Again, one more time on that warm up. Part one. We have 2-part warm up. Part 1, 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, 10 Jack LaLannes. You're gonna do that 3 times. Round 1 is 10 regular squat. Round 2 is 10 wide squat. Round 3 is 10 narrow squat. Take your time on this 2-part warm up. What's going on, young? So when we get our chest warmed up, the whole circuit's going to be chest, and then later on is lats. So later on is that. So you only need to worry about that one thing. Again, part one of that warm up, we have the 10 standing scissors, the 10 standing runners, the 10 jack-o'-lanes. You're doing it 3 times. Round 1 was your 10 regular squat. Round 2 is your 10 wide squat. Round 3 is your 10 narrow squat. Same rhythm, you'll be on the ground. 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, 10 prone core swimmers. You could lay on your stomach or be on your hands and knees. Round 1 is your 10 ab scissors. Round 2 is your 10, round 1 is your 10 sit-ups. Round 2 is your 10 reverse crunches. And round 3 is your 10 V-ups. So it's a big ab core piece. Your 10 ab scissors, your 10 ab runners, your 10 prone core swimmers. You're going to do that times 3. Round 1 is your 10 sit-ups. Round 2 is 10 reverse crunches. And round 3 is your 10 V-ups. And it's the last part to your warm-up. So it's the same idea as the first part. You're going to be on the ground, and it's a lot of abs and core. And B, rest your hands for a second. Okay? Again, the ground warm-up version. 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, 10 prone core swimmers. Round 1 has 10 sit-ups. Round 2 is 10 reverse crunches. And round 3 is 10 V-ups. V as in victory. And then the warm-up will be over. The workout will start. But there's a lot of little pieces, and I'm not worried about you getting it done. That way it's either, but it can step up. Right? I'll be here stiff legged, I'll be showing you. We have lots of things we can do. Yes, the agility pace can dictate that pace. We do these workouts the way it's part of the equation. I'm never going to say you should not eat fat. You should be eating 35 to 40 grams of fat a day.
Yeah, so I'm doing 45, 35.
Well, that's percentages. Right? You should be eating 35 to 40 grams of fat a day. I'd be curious. It wouldn't be much higher. Because, yeah. And you're talking calories. So it's 9 calories per gram of fat. So let's say you're eating 40 grams of fat. That's 300. Yeah, so 360 calories would be fat if you're at 40 grams of fat. So if you're at 45% of calories, you'd be a hair more. Okay. So your body, you should be 35 to 40 grams of fat to lose weight. That's the biggest thing. There's one thing to maintain metabolic switch.
Wait, so what I am said about that, right? So we have to
You're probably a hair higher. Because 360 is about 30% of 1200. Or 40%, right? 30, 40%. That's 35%. So your hair, you're probably eating a hair more.
And these are guys that can never be as fat.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
But the 35 to 40 grams comes from losing weight. You're not necessarily trying to lose weight, you're trying to body comp.
Oh, I understand. Oh, yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
If you really want to get down to like,
Yeah, don't. However,
what else is at 15?
but I would look at it. I would have said you can take 35 to 40 grams of fat. All right, so I want to talk to you guys again a hair more about this second part of that warm-up. You get the ground version of what you did on the non-ground version, the 10 ab scissors, the 10 ab runners, the 10 prone core swimmers. Round 1, you have the 10 sit-ups. Round 2, the 10 reverse crunches. And round 3 is the 10 V-ups. Then it's time to get the party started, baby. Party gets started. Jim, you ready for those numbers yet? Getting warm? Yeah, I'm ready. Your flat bench press. 20 reps round 1, and then 4 more sets of 6 to 8 reps. That's cool. The right leg is always 20. Stepping, lunging, leg pressing, calf raises. I'm taking away the agility piece, but your right leg is always 20. Left leg. And remember, calf raises, you don't need to worry about the hip. Leg presses are fine. Stepping is fine. Just think about moving that left side. Alrighty, guys. Circuit number 1. It's not that I want you to go fast. I am trying to keep reps somewhat low on the month of September. You're either lat pull downs or lat pull overs. They're going to be 20, 15, 10, 5. All I did was get rid of those higher numbers that you're used to. 4 sets, 20, 15, 10, 5. Your triceps, I want the shortened version on triceps. You can do dips on your bench. You can do kickbacks with dumbbells. At the gym, we got bar and front triceps. Your lats are 20, 15, 10, 5. And your triceps are 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And it's just those 2 things. What I don't want you to do is go fast. What I do want you to do is to do your lats, 20, 15, 10, 5, in combination with your triceps. The shortened version, and I'm saying that for a reason, we're going to do the longer version later, and those are rep ranges of 10 to 15. If you're at the gym on the recorded version, I'm recording this workout, we're doing reverse grip lat pull downs, which means our hands are open, the opposite of your regular or closed grip lat pull down, where our reversed grip lats are 20, 15, 10, 5, and our bar in front triceps are 10 to 15 reps. And I'm only saying it so you hear the subtle difference. At home, the chances of having different lats are greater, right? Or sorry, less, right? Lats, 20, 15, 10, 5. Numbers you're familiar with, just a little bit less. Triceps, shortened version, dips, kickbacks, bar and front triceps are always a rep range of 10 to 15 reps. Sound familiar? Just those 2 things, so don't go too fast. However, we do have 4 upper body circuits separated by 4 other things. Okay? Let's do it. Lats, either reverse grip lats at the gym or lat pull downs if you have the tool, or lat pull overs if you don't. And those are 20, 15, 10, 5. And mom, we're doing triceps. You can either do dips on your bench, kickbacks with dumbbells, or bar in front triceps. Those are shoulder raises, and that's later on. And those are biceps. Triceps, dips, kickbacks, bar in front. We have 2 circuits of back and triceps, and 2 circuits of shoulders and biceps, and lots of things to do. Alrighty, just like the other day, no rest for the wicked. I hear so many people, it's a training tool for depth. I would like you to work on touching the bar to the bench, not bouncing the bar on the bench, touching the bar to the bench. It'll slow you down. Same numbers for last time, 20, 60, 24. Lateral taps. I might need to go lower, but it's not revolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go lower automatically, but it's reps. Yes. But the reason why it's separated by 5 to 7 days is because you need to recover, and you'll never be that sore again because of what you do. But you're on your toes. Oh yeah, you're on your toes, it's just less than it. But you are literally 100% have a sore.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
How bad? Well, that varied. No, that varied, but I need everybody to recover. So 20, 16, 12 work. You can change your hands, but I do want you to work on touching the bench, and that's for activation. And now, and B, when you get your lateral taps, you better be mindful. All right, again, I want you guys to hear it one more time just so you're not lost. It's just a 2-set circuit. Lats. At the gym, it's reverse grip lats. At home, it's probably lat pullovers. 20, 15, 10, 5. Very common. We just got rid of the 30 and the 25. Your triceps, the shortened triceps. Dips, kickbacks, bar in front. Always a rep range of 10 to 15. I'll start talking about your legs here soon. I don't want you to rest. We're going to go from circuit to circuit to circuit with some work, some work, some work. I didn't say go fast.
Oh, was that Friday night?
Awesome.
I guess I didn't ask you about that on Saturday.
You doing good, sir? Yeah. I could be getting fooled, you never know.
Oh man. Wait, do I start up or down?
I'll start with down, and then 1 foot on, 1 foot off. And then switch.
Like that?
Yeah, you've seen it before.
Well,
It's similar to the one that officially dates the start.
probably could have came on Saturday.
Yeah. Wait. Here. So,
You have plans to see her today?
I'm either here tomorrow or Thursday after lunch. She wanted to take us to her girlfriend's weekend. That's why the Friday night happened. Yeah, that's why the Friday night happened. So, chance to have a little QT. We good? Good, feel good? You feel good? Okay, I'll do it. Yes, men, deep, short, sweet, good. A lot of heavy lifting, a lot of work. All right, just sound really similar to last week. That's the intent. It needs to be a little bit different. That's the intent. Bench press. 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. Numbers change. Your regular taps. 1, 2, 3. See the difference of revolutions? Counting only 1 foot is going to be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. If we need to go back lower, go back lower. What we need to be mindful of is engaging your core as you do your taps. They're not called box kicks, they're called box taps. 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, bench press. 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 revolutions on your taps, which means you're only counting the 1 foot. Alrighty, your lats were 20, 15, 10, 5. Your triceps for 4 sets of 10 to 15. I promise you we have more up body lifting to do. Now here's what I don't want. When I say non-alternating legs, I actually want you to maybe get rid of your squats and those things. If you want to focus on your quads, you can either do iso quads or you can do narrow squats. If you want to focus on your glutes, you can either do hip bridges or you can do stiff-legged RDLs. And if you want to do calves, you can stand tall and change your calves. If you want to mix them up slowly. I need it to be slow. I need it to be heavy, thorough, loaded, but I do want 100 legs. This is about 4 to 5 minutes of rest on your upper body because we have plenty of upper body to do. So, you've got 100 legs. If you want to focus on your quads, do iso quads or narrow squats. If you want to focus on your glutes, you've got hip bridges or stiff-legged RDLs. And if you want to do your calves, do your calves. Non-alternating legs. Today, I'm narrowing the parameters and I'm trying to take away the things we quote-unquote normally do. And we're doing the same thing at the gym. They just have a quad extension machine to choose from. They have GHDs and seated calves. So non-alternating legs, you got 100 reps. And if you want to focus on your quads, it's quad extensions or narrow squats. If you want to focus on your hamstrings and glutes, it's hip bridges and stiff-legged RDLs. And if you want to do your calves, do your calves. Whatever you choose, heavy and slow. Now I said this is about 4 to 5 minutes of work. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to come over and start talking about the next part because I don't want you to rest and wait for me. Okay? We are supposed to have 4 upper body circuits and 3 to 4 of these middle things, and I don't want you to rest very much. 100 legs, please. Good morning. Whatever you need. Smooth. Set. Right when you get done, you do the same thing with your lats. And you're also no, check the whole thing, chest and the whole left. And then it'll be all lats and left. Alright? And we'll change the numbers when you get done. Okay? I would love to get all of this done. I bet you would. I think love. What's up? Okay. I would love it. I'm here Friday, so you guys already see it anyway. The downside is I can tell you hear otherwise. I always repeat at the end of the So if you're here, free, sweet. Well, you'll see me, I'm way better ready. And I don't want you to wait for me. You have quads, could be quad extensions, iso quads, narrow squats. Parameters are narrowed or limited. You have your glutes, either hip bridges, GHDs, stiff-legged RDLs. And calves, you have the seated calves, either against the wall, on the seat, or standing. The second you get done, I want you to be on your back and triceps, but it's going to be different. Your rows at home are going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. At the gym, I changed the lat pull down bar. So we had more lats at the gym. I'm not too worried about any imbalances. That's not the agenda. The next circuit, so you don't wait for me, your traps are going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. You're going to go back up. And your longer triceps, overhead triceps, narrow push-ups, your triceps again are going to be 10 to 15 reps. Okay? So right when you get done with your 100 non-alternating muscle-focused legs, you're moving on to the next circuit. At the gym, I'm changing the lat pull down bar. At home, you're probably going to do trap rows. Deal? 5, 10, 15, 20 on your lats or traps. And your longer triceps, overhead triceps, and narrow push-ups are going to be your 10 to 15 reps. Be done? We're going to give the quad machine a whirl. I'm not too worried because for the most part, your vastus medialis and vastus intermedialis. You've got your origin, your vastus lateralis. However, forget about you later. Your quads. Glutes and calves today. Your quads are always fun. You've got quad machine. You've got narrow squats. Down and move over and over. Quads are always fun. And then the other day, your abs, we're now going to do the pyramid that you did on the box. So that's your 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. And I don't do jack ups, roll ups, with a low to floor, higher to. I want the bigger ones like jack ups and roll outs and V ups. You probably get your V ups, right? Your quads are always 20. You got 5 sets of them. Your bigger abs are replacing your agility like last week, and they're going to be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. Yeah, 10, 20. Later, I'm going to do a grip on that for now, please. So it's actually the same as last week, but it's changed. If those quads go away, cool, they go away. Are you getting warm? Are you having fun? Again, I just want to be here to remind you, the second circuit of the workout. At the gym, all I did was change the lats. At home, we probably don't have that ability to change the lats. So your traps are going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. You're going to go back up that little ladder we had earlier. You can call it a mixed pyramid if you want to. And your triceps differently, the longer version, overhead triceps and narrow push-ups, they're going to be the 10 to 15 reps. 4, is that last one? Last one?
Yeah. I did.
You roll up here. Jackknives, roll outs, V-ups. Sit-ups are fine as your bigger things. Alright, that was 4, that was 10, right?
This is 15. I did 10, 20, 20.
Okay, confusing.
I started with 10.
Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 20, 10.
So I was doing 15.
Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 20, 10.
I did
Your
10,
bar,
20, 40.
yeah, your bar bent rows are going to be the 20, 16, 12, 8, 4 the last time. I'll change your box by the time you get there. Lateral taps is not revolutions. 1, 2, 3, but it's 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 total movements. All right, you ready? Work. Reverse grip lats. Slowly move down to the big part of your lats. People talk about the lats here. Actually, it's the smallest part of your lats. We never face it. Your lats are huge down here. So reverse grip lats are supposed to get down, way down. You reverse grip lats. in each side calves. So the rows are the same numbers for the last time, and that's the same numbers for the last time. Right? All right, you guys are here in the gym. It's happening all around us. That circuit 2 is your traps. If you're at home, you can't change your lats. If you're doing the recorded version, circuit 1 was reverse grip lats, and circuit 2 was narrow grip lats. Your hand positions can affect how your muscles activate, and it really is part re-education, right? It was lats and triceps. So your traps are 5, 10, 15, 20, and your longer triceps, overhead and narrow push-ups, were your 10 to 15. When you get done, you've got 100 alternating legs for your last legs of the day, but I want to narrow the parameters. 100 alternating legs is 50 each leg. So you have your stiff-legged deadlifts that you could alternate or not. You have your split squats that you could definitely not alternate. Lateral lunges you could alternate or not alternate. And your straight-legged calves. Again, you could stand on the edge of something. You could even lay on the ground and do single-leg hip bridges if you really wanted to. You have 100 total alternating legs. However, it's also 50 each leg. Whether you want to do something that you could alternate on, some of those lunges, or things that you wouldn't alternate on, like split squats and calves and hip bridges. So remember, when I do these things, I'm trying to give you different ideas to keep it stimulating when you do alternating legs and non-alternating legs. But what I don't want is light and easy, and what I don't want is fast. I would like this to be about 4 to 5 minutes of work. And then we're going to another circuit. That's the goal of today, a bunch of these little circuits. The next circuits will be shoulders and biceps. You've done your back and your triceps. 100 total alternating legs and or 50 each leg. Lateral lunge, split squat, stiff-legged deadlift, calves and hip bridges are things I would like you to entertain. Are you warming up? We're good?
Me? I think I'm just exhausted from literally eating my face over and I feel just lost.
Yeah, you're
I just feel gross. I'm like, how am I gonna get myself together before I have
have amazing
to
things. We have 10 days. Like, drink a ton of water, eat your stuff, and like we can do anything for 10 days.
Yeah.
How many 6 days?
4 sets, 6 days.
The last one.
Okay. And then you immediately go to those laps, other side, rock and roll. First 2 circuits happen quickly. Don't shake it, don't. Alrighty, those 100 total legs should be happening. And of course, it's partly dependent on what you choose, right? The lateral lunge, the split squat, the hip bridge, the stiff-legged deadlift, the calf raise. 100 total reps, 50 each leg, not fast, not light, slow and heavy, 4 to 5 minutes of rest. But I am going to start talking about the next circuit so you don't have to wait for me. The next circuit will be your shoulder presses, whether you sit tall or stand tall on your shoulder presses. And that's going to be 20, 15, 10, 5 like you've been doing. And your dumbbell hammer curls. That is a neutral position, not necessarily a narrow position. Your hammer curls are going to be your 10 to 15 reps. So the benefit of today, the numbers have been pretty steady, pretty simple. You don't have to think very much, but there's just enough change and just enough work to keep going. The third circuit, shoulder press, whether you sit tall or stand tall, is going to be your 20, 15, 10, 5. And your hammer curls, whether you sit tall or stand tall, is going to be your 10 to 15 reps hammer curls. All right. Are you going back to that quad machine? Yeah, you are. So in a second, your quads are going to be the quad extension machine is an option. And so are your narrow squats. The quads are always 20. Okay, but I'm going to start you on the abs. Just like last week, you know, that lady right there, your abs are going to be the 10, 20, 30, 20, 10, like your agility was. However, on bigger things, you have an asterisk because of that. Jackknives is a bigger thing. Hanging abs is a bigger thing. Rollouts, ball or tool is a bigger thing. Your abs are going to be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. I'm going to start you.
I can do squats after this. Am I doing 5 minutes?
Yeah, but I'll well, there's 4 things to choose from. Jackknives, sit-ups, rollouts, and hanging abs. Okay? Your abs are 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. I'll start you on your abs already. You can do that one. I'm going to get you got this tool or that tool. Your abs are 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. Your quads are always 20. Whether you do narrow squats with weights or that quad extension machine. Okay? But you have options of jacks, rollouts, hanging abs, and sit-ups. Again, just so you don't have to wait for me, that third circuit is shoulder presses, 20, 15, 10, 5, sitting tall or standing tall. You got dumbbells, you got barbells, you got machines. At the gym, I'm letting people choose between the dumbbells and barbell and machine, 20, 15, 10, 5. And the hammer curls is a neutral position, not a narrow position, and that's going to be 10 to 15 reps. I'll talk about whether you do the abs in the middle or you get that final lift done. I'll talk about that very soon because you have different shoulders and different biceps and or abs in between. I like it. Again, shoulder presses. Not as long of a movement as lat pull downs, although supposed to be similar. 20, 15, 10, 5. Hammer curls, again, no big deal on those hammer curls. Neutral position, the 10 to 15 reps. I know you're not there. You better not be there. However, you can either do abs in the middle, which I'll talk about in a second, or you can move on to the next circuit, which I'll talk about in a second, but it would be a different shoulders and different biceps. And of course, there's possibly even more abs at the end. So I know I start losing people when it comes to time and energy and stuff, okay? If you do the abs in the middle, you've got 100 on your big abs, and maybe you heard me talking to Artie. You got sit-ups, you've got V-ups, you've got reverse crunches, You've got rollouts, which I don't have the ball here. I'll demonstrate with a medicine ball. Right, the rollouts. You need something that rolls, whether it's a stability ball or a bar. We've talked about rollouts quite a bit a couple months ago. 100 big abs can happen in between the shoulder bicep circuits, or your next circuit, which I'll give you more information. It's shoulder raises and open wide biceps. So we can make some adjustments, okay? If you do the abs in between the shoulders and biceps, you have 100 bigger, harder abs. Rollouts, sit-ups, reverse crunches, V-ups. At the gym we have jackknives. 100 big abs. If not, you need to go to the next circuit. Your next circuit would be shoulder raises, and your shoulder raises are going to be the 5, 10, 15, 20, like you did on your trap rows, and your open wide biceps or bar biceps if you have a different tool. I do want your hands open when you get to those biceps. Okay? So if you're going to do the abs, it's 100 big abs between the shoulder bicep circuits. And when you get done with 100 big abs, or you need to go to it anyways, it's shoulder raises 5, 10, 15, 20, and that combos with your open wide biceps, always 10 to 15 reps. Done? Flies, we're just going to go back up. Really, really move. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, flies. Okay, that's cool. I do have to like what these mean. Here is the deal. You can either count revolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do 10, 20, 30, always 20 revolutions. Or if we count reps, it's 40 reps. That's this circuit. Flies, and then you count 4, 8, go up, go up. And front back. If you count revolutions, it's always 20. You can either go in the box and do 1, 2, 3, 4. I can lower the box. So if you're on the ground, it's revolutions always 20. And if you're on the box, on the box, always 20. That's this circuit. Chest flies with your front back speed hops. That's your starting weight at 4. You're going to go up 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Good. Shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades, chest, 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 shoulder blades, shoulder blades.
So much time.
Well, the workout we did over there last week's agility was chest mount. This has chest mount. The other day you had the shoulder, thighs, tries, and lats. So you went lats, shoulder, thighs, tries. Remember, I have it all. It might just feel like a lot. Again, just want to check up on you after that shoulders pushing and hammer curl circuit. If you're doing the 100 abs, awesome. It's 100 big abs. When you get done, or if you couldn't get them, you have these shoulder raises. You have front raise and lateral raise and different hands on your raise. Your shoulder raises are going to be the up by 5 like earlier. 5, 10, 15, 20. And your open wide biceps, whether it's a bar or dumbbells or TRX, your open wide biceps are your 10 to 15 rep range. Brandley, stop messing up your dad's workout. All right, we got 100 legs coming away. However, you can think about your quads and do quad extension machines or narrow squats. You can think about your hamstrings and your glutes. You have GHD, and you have stiff-legged hernia elbows and wide squats. There we go, movements. And you can think about your calves, and you have seated calves and straight-legged calves. Now, I wanted to look at the parameters later on. You have zero legs. So 100 non-altering legs. I don't even think about those squats or diamond squats. I do want some sort of, you have quad extension machine, you have narrow squats, you have GHDs, you have stiff-legged hernia elbows, wide squats, you have bow squats, and diamond squats. 100 legs. But I don't want super heavy. I don't need light. I don't want to be alternating legs here. Zero. But I do need whole weights. I don't need super heavy. We want to super heavy. Sissies. There you go. Feel that difference? That's why it's revolutions on the ground or reps on the box. Jim, you look like you're having just not a whole lot of fun.
No, I'm just kind of going through it.
Okay.
It's a long day.
And the alarm went off. I was like, oh, baby. All right, it's checking up on you. If you're on that last circuit, and if you're not on that last circuit, that's fine. Shoulder raises, you got front raise, you got ladder raise. I mean, if you want to do rear raises, you can. You could change your hands, but your shoulder raises are 5, 10, 15, 20. We did it earlier, last time doing it today. Your open biceps. For those that can handle a straight bar, I have them use a straight bar. For those that can't handle a straight bar, they have their dumbbells open. And it's not that you need to be super wide, but it's a little more comfortable if you have your hands a little open and wide. And that's your 10 to 15 reps that you've been doing all day. And then if you have time at the very, very, very end, you have the 100 alternating abs core. And that would be anything, scissors, runners, swimmers, and windshield wipers, and rotational planks, and all those things. That's if you have time. Remember, I know what you did. You have a 2-part warm-up with the movements, the lengthening, the activating, the squats, the abs, the core, again, the movements. So the warm-up is pretty thorough. We have the 4 upper body circuits. Back, shoulders, bis, tris. You have the legs earlier, but mindset of quads, hammies, glutes, and calves. You have the bigger ab choices. You have the single leg or alternating leg exercises. So you've done a lot of work. But if you have time at the end, you would do 100 alternating abs core, and that's something you've done a million times. Scissors, runners, swimmers, windshield wipers, Russian twist, rotational planks. All right, baby. The flies are going to go up by 4. You've got the 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. The opposite of what you did earlier, flies. Here's where things will need to change. Flies. And that's just going to go up by 4. Here's your options. I'm going to go lower on the box, but I just want to show it to you. If you're on the box, count the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or if you don't want to be on the box, you're going to do revolutions. 1, 2, it's always 20. Again, there's my witness in last week's workout. Always 20. If you're on the box, count the box. If you're not on the box, don't count the box. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 on your flies. You have your front to back ski hops. either off the box revolutions or on the box reps. There clearly is one more circuit, but nothing imbalances if you don't. All right, again, just talking to you. I'll be turning off the recording after I say this. When you get done with the shoulder raises, 5, 10, 15, 20, and your open, wide biceps rep range of 10 to 15, you can totally be done. I get it. I know what time it is. I know how long you've worked. You can either do 100 on the abs core, scissors, runners, swimmers, windshield wipers, Russian twists, rotational planks, iso penguins, or you can be done. You did a lot of work today between the 4 up body circuits and the legs and the abs and the core and that warm-up piece. But no matter what, when you get done, stretch, hydrate, elevate, pat yourself on the back. Monday workout completed.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Gopal, buddy.